desk.
All right, while Spanish head coach Luis de la Fuente is believing his side can achieve further successes in global football, Gareth Southgate is considering throwing in the towel. Let me quickly talk to Thomas coaching hands now. Thomas, after Spain won the Euro 2012, 2014 at the World Cup, they were nowhere to be found. 2018 in Russia, they were dismal. 2022, now 2024, the conversation is, where did De La Fuente get these young guys from? I mean, it's so surprising and quite astonishing to see a Spanish team really dominate a competition like the Euros the way Spain did in the last 3-4 weeks.
Yes, good question, and I think I can give the answer straight away. Where did he find his good players? Well, he was, as we all know, he was coaching the U16 of Spain, I think 7 years ago. And then he actually elevates that if you start already in the youth with a certain himself up to become the first team coach, then yeah, it really yields some fruits. And I think De La Fuente has done an amazing job, and probably for the first 5 years, sort of behind closed doors, because I mean we tend to watch youth football, but it's not really in the limelight, right? All nations look now a little bit in awe and probably with some envy, because you remember even 2 years ago we talked about that big era of France. France will be unstoppable, and now the tables turned. And it's Spain, the nation beat.
Talking about De La Fuente, knowing those players, and it's quite amazing to see how the Spanish players dominated the best players catalog. With Nico Williams, of course, he was named the player of the match. That's the final match last night. Rodri, the Manchester City midfielder, was.
I think it's probably a good choice. All the players you mentioned have been really excellent throughout the tournament. I would perhaps also mention Dani Olmo. You know, he tends to be that kind of underrated player. He played a fantastic tournament, like alongside Rodri. In every game, he had like amazing grades. Like you could really see, read newspapers across the globe, like, you know, rating individual players. I think Dani Olmo just played an outstanding tournament as well. There's probably a few more to mention in that Spain team. I think really challenged them. We all recall that game was perhaps the most exciting game. And also England, to give some credit, I think they also throughout the tournament, they gradually improved. But yeah, I think Spain was clearly the best team. I think we can all agree on that. So.
Absolutely. All right. Jide, quickly, taking a look at the English national team, Jide, which player do you think underperformed? Or players that you think underperformed that cost England this tournament?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot again. I don't like doing the old pointing fingers at people, but, you know, look, without a doubt, Harry Kane was very underperforming at this tournament. He seemed to be carrying an injury, and I feel that towards the end of last season, he was just exhausted. You know, he gave everything in Bayern Munich. You know, he scored 42 goals in the German Bundesliga. And coming into this tournament, there was so much high expectations of him that even him scoring 3 goals, I'm not sure whether he ended up being the highest goal scorer based on some UEFA rules. Even him being one of the highest goal scorers still didn't, you know, appeal to a lot of English fans. So I think he underperformed. I would look at Phil Foden. I expected more. You know, you're coming from the first half against the Netherlands, you know, when he hit the bar and he almost scored, you know, with a cheeky nutmeg to the Dutch goalkeeper. Apart from that, you know, Matt Guehi, John Stones, maybe Kyle Walker a little bit. Matt Guehi and John Stones were phenomenal. Jordan Pickford, you can't fault him. Bukayo Saka as well. He had some, you know, downsides, but Declan Rice was slightly disappointing as well, and so with Jude Bellingham. So those 4 players, Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, Harry Kane, and Phil Foden, I think they underperformed. And I think they underperformed because of the fact that they've set so much high standards for themselves that coming to this tournament, you know, the Spanish side just blew them out of the water. You know, so.
All right. All right. Let me say a big thank you to you guys. Thomas Coach Hands, thank you so much for being a part of the program. Yeah, Germany were knocked out in the quarterfinals, but I thought Germany put up a very good show in terms of hosting a spectacular tournament, and the final in Berlin was exceptional. Jide, thank you so much. Better luck next time to the Three Lions of England. Yes, back-to-back finals. If I was to place my money on any of the teams last night, I would have placed my money on England, because I thought the English national team would never have really wanted to lose two finals back-to-back, and I thought they would give everything it would take to win last night. But football, like I would always say, like biscuit, you never can know where it would crack. Jide, thank you so much for your time on the show. Thank you, guys.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right.